is leadership. This is Esther Tanez back with the Journey of an Entrepreneur. We're so excited. Season 2. And we're going to be talking about leadership. Leadership, the importance of it, the responsibilities that come with it, the choices you have to make, the hard choices you have to make as a leader of your organization. Now, there's all types of leaders. There's the leader who is the owner of a business. There is a manager, supervisor. And for you, wives, you have a huge responsibility, and that is leadership in your own home. So leadership doesn't have to be work-related, although we're going to be talking about the work-related, the business aspect of it, and the importance of getting ready to be that leader for your organization. So who is a leader? So as I was doing my research, I found that the most important key element for a leader is that who can influence. Can you influence your team? Can you influence others to follow the vision of the organization? Are you clear with the vision of your organization? A leader is clear with the vision of its organization. A leader empowers others. It's not selfish. It helps others to get where they need to be so they can produce what they need to produce for the organization. So a leader is influential. A leader is clear in its vision. A leader empowers others. It's not selfish. But most important, one of the characters of a leader is trustworthy. They are trusted because they are going to be the ones making the hard decisions and the sacrifices that need to be made in order to lead the organization. Today I was watching a little bit of, it's a new guy that I'm watching. His name is Simon Sinek. And he talked about our country, that he compared it to an organization, how a group of people many years ago got together to build a new country, a new vision, a new way of living. And I thought it was so wonderful. And he says, but the Declaration of Independence was one of the best declarations that there is because it talked about the people. And so in leadership, you have to care about people. You cannot be a leader and not care about people. It's impossible. I want to say hello to Steve. Welcome. I will be saying hello every so often now that I get to see myself as I record live. So I hope that you enjoy this. So take a notebook and be ready to learn some things. And what are some of the topics we're going to be talking about for the next couple of months? So a leadership sometimes is a choice or a decision that you are making in your life precisely at the moment that you need to maybe start a business, or you're taking on a role in your organization, or you decide to be a mother or father, and you're leading that family. So it's a choice and a clear decision. The other one is a mindset. It is important that the leader has a clear mindset of winning, that they can do it, that they can make it, because what you think is what you are, and what you think is what you'll get. So if you do not, as a leader, have this positive and this passion for your organization, it is very hard to lead others to get excited with you on the goal of your organization. A leader is able to teach others. Hi, Terry. It teaches others, it empowers, it gives them the tools that they need in order to take your team from A to B. Whatever your dream is, whatever that vision you have for your organization, you have to encourage others to be able to get there. If you're not able to influence and empower and educate and give them the tools, it is very difficult to get that group of people to get to where you need to get. So we have a choice and a decision. We have a powerful mindset, a mindset of winning, a mindset of passion. We also teach and help others. It cannot be selfish. A true leader is not selfish. The style of leaderships are different. Some organizations, hi John, and hi John. Some leaders are dictators, right? They say what you want them to do, and the rest of the people have to do it. That's an old school format. It doesn't work anymore. Today, the format to be leading others is to be collaborative, to create an environment of working together towards that vision, to take on the advice and the opinions of your teammates. You may just find yourself getting some great ideas. Besides, you want your teammate to be just as engaged and excited about the organization as you are. You definitely don't want anyone to be in the organization and not be vested in it. So how do you get your staff to be vested in it? It's important. And we'll have specialists coming in and talking about that. So your style of leadership. The other way, another way is Google, right? Google's format is very collaborative. Even Steve Jobs, in one of his interviews, he said, "It is not that I am the boss and they do as I say. Everybody creates an idea. Now, we may argue about that idea, but we're arguing it to make it better." And I love that. I argue just a little bit. A little bit. So 3 strengths a leader must have. You must care. It is hard to lead others when you don't care about them. You truly have to care about your team. You know, you have to be vested in their lives as well. It is not for them to just come in and work for you and you don't even know anything about their lives. It isn't that you are involved, engaged in every aspect of their life, but you have to care about them and understand their situation. They are part of your team. You spend 8 hours with them, if not more. You have to have integrity, character. If you don't have integrity in what you're doing, people would not trust you. And most important, have core values. What are the core values that you have that the person following you, trusting you, seeing you? So that's number 6. Number 7, lead by example. So many of us will go and ask someone to do something and we've never done it ourselves. And we demand it and you must do it, but you've never been in that situation. Why don't you, pick up your sleeves and try to do that job with that person to see how difficult it is and how challenging it must be, so that you can understand their situation and maybe make it even better for them. After all, they're part of your team. You know, one of the things that I find myself realizing is that you have to have a why as to why you're doing this. Why are you building this organization? What is the why behind your organization? When you have a why and you share that why, people get engaged. And if they believe on your why, they will follow you. But after the why you want to do it, you must have a plan. So what is the plan? So it can never be for money only, my friends. You will never build a great company if all you're here to do is to make money. You know why? Because when it's only for money, you'll compromise whatever it takes just to make money. You'll compromise your product, you'll compromise your staff, you'll compromise any situation just to make money. And that is not a long-term vision. That is a very short-term vision. So, you must have a personal growth plan for yourself. As a leader, I read every single day. Every morning I get up and I read. And I read to learn so that I can teach. I cannot teach something that I'm not looking for myself to learn new. You have to refresh your mind. Remind yourself. So many of these things I read I already know, but I don't implement them every day. So by reading, it makes me, oh, yes, this is something I should be doing. Implement it. Get excited about it. Bring it to the office. Get my staff excited about it. It is important that you understand that. You need to have a learning plan for yourself, a personal growth, a balance in your life. Not only because you cannot always be the one that teaches, so you'll bring other people, but you also have to be engaged on what needs to be learned. So imagine not being involved. Hello, Raul. So John Maxwell, one of my favorite authors, he says there are 5 levels in leadership. And so what are the 5 levels? So maybe you just got into a position of leadership, right? Maybe you just got into, someone promoted you and said, okay, you are now in charge of such department. So that's level 1, very basic. You haven't influenced anyone, you haven't done any changes, you just got the role. And hopefully you're likable, right? Imagine a leader that's not likable or respected or admired. That would be a problem. But if you're in this position, then you have to realize that you're just starting in level 1. Level 2, the ability to have relationship with your team. You need to be able to collaborate together. You have to know their style of communications. And we'll be talking about that further on in one of our interviews, how to analyze that person's style of communication and how to communicate with your team effectively, understanding the different personalities. One of my favorite topics. Number 3, now you're able to produce or get your team to produce. You're in level 3 of leadership. Level 4 is the most unselfish. It's people development. What are you doing for your people? See, someone that comes in to work with you should start one way, and by the time goes by, they should be a different person. They should be empowered. They should have more knowledge. They should have passion for what they're doing. They should be totally different. If you're not able to do that, my friend, you are not a leader. You just have a position of a leader. That one who's selfish and thinking of themselves only is not a leader. Remember, a leader can influence. A leader empowers. A leader has a vision. A leader takes someone and develops them from the basic entry level that they came in all the way to some type of leadership themselves. Because one day, you're not going to be there. And for me, this is the most important. I know that one day Esther's not going to be around. And I want to make sure that when I leave this earth, that there's other people that I influence for them to take on the leadership, because it is important to pass on the baton, to pass on the knowledge, to pass on the information, to create pathways for other people. And if you don't do that, my friend, you're not a leader. You just have the position of a leader. And number 5, the most honorable position to be in, when people now say you are a leader. You're respected. You're honored. You're sought out to. You are asked for advice. That is the highest level of leadership. And if you're there, congratulations. If you're not there, work on it. Know that you have to go through these stages, and it takes time. We don't all start with the position of influencing others and impacting other people's life and changing people's life. We don't all start there, but we can. That's a true leadership. So I leave you with that today. Where are you in your leadership scale? Are you just in position? Are you able to build relationships? Are you productive? Do you care about other people? Do you do people development? Are you respected? Where are you, and where do you want to go? So in the next couple of weeks, we'll be talking about leadership in all different levels, all the responsibilities. And I hope you can join us, and I hope this was helpful for you. My name is Esther Tanez. I want you to hit like or share, follow us on YouTube, and make sure that you tell someone else that there is a great program to learn something about leadership. You may just help someone else. My name is Esther Tanez. Have a fantastic day.